watching my YouTube channel. My name's Eli. I just wanted to take this video right before Election Day because it's on Tuesday, November 3rd. So if you're a parent or child, make sure that you tell your parents to vote. And I'll tell you how a president is elected because a lot of people don't know how they are. And quite frankly, it's a hard subject too. So today I'll be talking about what the Electoral College is. So a state like Alabama has 9 electoral points. So they add their representatives plus their 2 senators. Now, if you watched my last video, you probably know this. But if you haven't, go check it out. All right, good job. You guys are the one who watches all my YouTube videos. Make sure you keep on doing this so you'll know what I'm talking about. So, if you remember, every one representative represents 700,000 people. So, they must have 7 representatives plus 2 senators because every state has 2 senators. So, 7 representatives plus 2 senators equals 9. Same for Alaska. 1 representative plus 2 senators because every state gets at least 1. Same with Arizona, Arkansas. Same with almost every state. But a huge state like California has 55 electoral points. And like Pennsylvania and Florida and Illinois and New York. And so I'll also explain, if you're on Tuesday, a few more days from now, if you're watching the news and you see all these states called and you're seeing blue for like Rhode Island and red for, let's say, Minnesota, I'll tell you what that means. So Republican means red. So like a red state would, let's say, South Dakota. It's always kind of been generally red. And a blue state like Delaware, which is always red. So if you're on the news and you see a blue state and a red state, that red means Republican and blue means Democrat. And then so you'll see all these states being called, like Massachusetts with their 11 electoral points goes to Joe Biden. Or Pennsylvania with its 20 electoral points goes to Donald Trump. So you'll probably hear that being called, and hopefully it'll be a quite exciting night. And you need at least 270 electoral points to win. So if you hear on the news a lot, like these big states like Florida, California, Illinois, Pennsylvania, Michigan, New York, Ohio, and Texas, they want all these states, because if you have all the big states, you're going to get to 270 really quick. So, but every state matters because let's say you say, oh, I'll definitely get Michigan with its 16 electors. But, so you're at 254 and you're so close. And another candidate is almost 2. But he gets Michigan. And he gets 270 and you don't. So the candidates want to make sure to get to every state. So, and there are 538 electors. And all these add up. But there's still 3 electors missing. And that is the District of Columbia, also known as Washington, D.C., and they have 3, but it's not based on representative and the 2 senators. They do have 1 representative, but they can't vote. But they have almost 700,000 people, so they thought that 700,000 people should be able to count in the presidential election. So they gave them 3 electoral votes. And the 2 different states that I left out are Nebraska and Maine. They do their electoral college differently. But altogether, Nebraska has 5. So like in a state, let's say you have a big city. So that city, kind of around it, like a a line, let's say, and everybody inside the line gets to vote, and they have one elector to go to Donald Trump or Joe Biden. So let's say it goes to Donald Trump, and then they have another line, not in the big city, but further out in the state. And that one elector goes to Donald Trump. And then the other three, which is like the rest of the state, goes to Donald Trump too. So they kind of divide the state up. That's the same with Maine. They simply just divide the state up. So this portion of the state, you get to vote, but your elector could vote to somebody else. Instead, like, let's say in Minnesota, if the majority of the people vote for Donald Trump, all 10 electors go to Donald Trump. Unlike Maine or Nebraska, they can go to differently. Like, since the big city, they could vote for Joe Biden, unlike the rest of the state. But you never know until election day, so you better watch that. And then there can be a tie at 268. What will happen, you may ask? Well, in the 1800 election, which is versus Thomas Jefferson and Aaron Burr, it was the fourth American election, and each of the candidates received 73 electoral votes. The contingency plan states in Article 2, Section 1, that says, what should we do? The U.S. House of Representatives will vote who should be president, which hasn't happened since 100 years ago. Hundreds, I say. And then the closest thing that's ever came near to a tie was 20 years ago, the 220,000 election in Al Gore versus George W. Bush, and the only state that they didn't call was Florida because it was too close. But then they ended up just recounting it, and that's what might happen. But I just wanted to let you know what the Electoral College is all about and what might happen. And so you never know, so just keep an eye out on the news. Thank you for watching. God bless, and make sure you vote or you tell people to vote. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe and have a blessed day.